Hi, this is Kerry. I just wanted to post a video about a process that I've been using over the last couple of weeks. It's one that I've known about for an awfully long time, but I've finally got around to using it on a regular basis. That is excellent for assisting you to move through from a negative, I don't necessarily like using the word negative because it's got so many connotations, from a lower vibrational state into a higher vibrational state. Now, it might not be a state of bliss and complete and utter sorted, but certainly back to a space of an equilibrium, a place whereby you can move forward or move on to the next part of your day or what it is that you're needing to do. When prior you felt quite stuck and heavy and there was something going on in your system and you didn't quite know what it was and what to do with it. So I actually had cause to use this process myself today, which is what's prompted the video. So I woke late, feeling really tired. I've been working really hard at building my business and getting on top of all the learning that goes with it. And burning the candle a bit at both ends, I suppose. And so finding myself today feeling really flat and low and thinking, I'm still not doing anything. It's the middle of the day. Something needs to change. So I thought, okay, I need to pull out this process. It took a matter of less than 5 minutes today. So it wasn't something that had been sitting there for a long time and therefore may take longer to shift. So it was something that I acknowledged reasonably quickly and thought, okay, I need to move this out of my system and get on with my day. So I followed the steps in the process, and as I say, it took less than 5 minutes, and I think it's an invaluable thing to know how to do, and so I thought I'd share it with you now. Now I'm just going to read the steps off directly from my blog, so I don't have them committed to memory, but I think I do it fairly intuitively anyway, but just to make it clear for you. So I'll just look this way whilst I'm reading off the steps. Now, I call it my 7 steps to happiness, and the reason being that I think if we were to consistently apply this process when we have the awareness of being stuck, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and use this to get that energy moving through and raise our vibration, then happiness is kind of the next port of call, really. So here's the 7 steps to happiness that I've got listed on my blog page. Step 1 is identifying the feeling and its location in your body. So can you put a name to it? Is it sadness? Is it frustration? Is it fear? Is it loneliness? So put a name to it as best you can. Find one of those words that describes emotion. And where it is in your body. It's your body's going to tell you that there's stuff going on. Not so much your head. There's one of my coaches has always been saying you can't think your way through a feeling. You must feel it, and it's in your body. It's located somewhere in your body, and I call it email. It's energetic mail sent to you from your body to make you aware of that there's something needs to be addressed. So find the location in your body and give it a name in terms of emotion. So step 2, connect with whatever you refer to as being that which is greater than us. So arose by any other name. You could call it God, consciousness, the unified field, universe, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you'd like to call it. So you want to consciously connect up to that. I have my own method for doing it. No doubt you will too. In essence, all that's needed is an intention to connect with that energy that is greater than us, or that greater part of you, which is probably closer to the truth. The 3rd step is to allow that energy to flood into you and through you. So you imagine that it's coming in through the crown of your head, it's flowing down through you, filling your system, your body, flowing right through and out through the soles of your feet and into the earth and connecting with the earth so that you're connected above and below. Okay, and pay particular attention to the area of the body that's sending you these messages that something's stuck. So maybe send a little bit more energy there, or just hold it in your focus or your awareness. So the 4th step then is to imagine your body, once you feel yourself filled with this amazing light and energy, is to imagine your body just kind of opening up. It's almost like Well, today, for me, it was almost like my edges blurred, as it were. So the edges of my body that define this physical presence seemed to kind of blur into the greater, into that which is greater than us. It's sort of, the edges became very blurred and almost transparent. At other times when I've done this, it has very much been an opening up, where it feels like, something's just, particularly in the heart, just opening up. You'll find whatever works for you, and you'll get it. You just will. It's the way these things work. So you imagine your body is opening up, and whatever is in there that is of that low vibration or that stuckness, that blockage, imagine that is then just flowing right out of you on those waves of light. It's a beautiful image, and again, you will have a sense of this leaving your physical body and your immediate energy and flowing out on those waves of light. It's almost, the word that came to me today was surrender. You're surrendering it to the light. Okay, and step number 5. Once that's happened, tune in again, and you may notice that the feeling shifted to another location in your body, which would indicate that there's something else associated with that needs releasing, in which case, again, rinse and repeat, repeat steps 1 to 4. It also might be that something else comes to the surface. So it's, the layer upon layer upon layer, peeling away those aspects of self. So you may find that something else from underneath your initial awareness pops up. Again, repeat steps 1 to 4 until such time as you feel you've released it all, or at least released as much as you're prepared to and can today. And accept that that's more than fine. In fact, you're doing wonderful work. So that's step 5. Step 6, you need to focus now on that energy just flowing through you freely. There should be a sense of it flowing more freely and filling more easily than perhaps it had been initially. So you get that sense of it, and just sit with it and breathe with it. And importantly at this point, while you're sitting in that sense of that energy flowing more freely than it had been, of giving thanks. Be thankful for the experience that you've just had. Be thankful for the letting go. Give thanks to your body for popping up and saying, there's something going on here that you need to address, in the form of an ache or a pain or a sensation or feeling. The more you honour that, the more it's going to indicate to you when you need to sort things out. The sooner you're going to move through into consistently feeling up and happy and focused and ready to move on and do what you need to do. And then finally, step number 7 is to ask, and whether you do this out loud or, mentally, and whomever you're asking, sending the question to, your higher self, the universe, consciousness, whatever, or just your subconscious mind, because you're needing a certain question. Ask that the learning come to you. What was pertaining to that sensation, that feeling, that stuckness? Ask to understand what that was about so that you can get the lesson and move on. So you don't have to repeat whatever the sensation experience was, or even an interaction. There's no need to repeat that until you get it. You just want to get what that was about so that you can move forward. So I'm rambling there a little bit. So what you're asking for is to understand. How have I got it here? Ask to understand what the feeling was pertaining to so you can get the learning and move on. And this may come straight away, or it might be sometime after, when you just have a thought and go, oh, so that's what that was about. Give thanks for the awareness. It might also be that you have these realizations throughout the whole process of letting go. It'll just come to you. So like, oh, okay, so this was about a conversation I had, that person, a particular thought or thought process, some kind of action that hadn't been allowed to move through your energetic signature. Okay, so that's steps 1 to 7. And I hope that you find this useful, that you're able to implement those. If you need to sort of see it in writing and read through it again and have a better understanding, head over to my blog. I'll leave the details in the description of this video. And even further beyond that, if you find that you want some more clarification or even some assistance in walking through this step-by-step process, leave a comment on the blog. I'll be happy to respond to you and help as much as I can through that medium. Okay, thanks for watching and listening. I wish you all the best on your journey, and I hope that this process proves to be very useful to you, and certainly let me know what you think of it and how you go with it. Take care, and I wish nothing but the best for you. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.